You know, video games have come a long way, not just as an industry, but also as an art form. George Lucas once said that video games would never match movies' ability to tell a story. And obviously that is incorrect, as we've seen probably the greatest stories ever created by men in this genre. And to tell a story, you need characters. And to have good characters, you have good writing. And good writing can even be expressed more with great voice acting. So I want to go through my choice of the top 10 best speeches done in any video game. These are just my personal picks. Let me know in the comments if you have any other choices I didn't pick. These also aren't in any particular order, except for the first pick. Pick number 1 is still, for me, the best scene in any video game when it comes to speeches, dialogues, or monologues. It's just top tier. And if you want to see more RPG content, please hit subscribe. I appreciate each one of you. All right, let's get started. Yeehaw Skyrim, or Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, were smash hits for a reason. Besides being incredibly fun, its story and characters are classic Americana level of perfection. There's nothing more American than making sexy sounds at your horse and robbing banks.
You're alright, girl. Easy, girl.
But what stuck with me after playing the games was Dutch and the speeches and monologues that he had in both games. A good villain is written to make you think, that kind of makes sense. A good villain is one that challenges the way you see the world, even if it's just for a brief second. And they must have known how killer those lines were, because they even created an Easter egg for it in the second game.
I got a plan, John. You always got a plan, Dutch. This is a good one. I don't doubt it. We can't always fight nature, John. We can't fight change. Can't fight gravity. We can't fight nothing. My whole life, all I ever did was fight. Then give up, Dutch. But I can't give up, neither. I can't fight my own nature. That's a paradox, John. You see? Then I have to shoot you. When I'm gone, they'll just find another monster. They have to. Because they have to justify their wages. That's their business. Our time has passed, John. You're fighting nature, Captain. Get over here! Ask my friend here. My whole life, I tried to fight change. It's a waste. I see that now. It's a waste. You can't fight nature, Captain. You can't fight change. You can't fight.
Yeah, I don't really have an intro for this one, actually. Without over-exaggerating, when this thug said this to me in Baldurs Gate 3, I legit spat out my Coke Zero. My first ever real-world spit take. I had to put it on the list.
You, help me kill these asses. The guild will sprinkle you with gold.
You picked the wrong side, cock.
Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom.
Cock.
Final Fantasy has always had a tight spot in my heart, especially 7. I mean, I got Cloud tattooed on my legs, for God's sakes. Like, I'm chugging the Kool-Aid that they're selling me. So the remakes have really just been the air I breathe for the past few years. Rebirth is the best Final Fantasy game to come out since 12. What makes these so perfect is the additional character work they were able to put into them. What's surprising is the magic I felt playing Final Fantasy VII when I was a kid on the PS1, I felt that again. The emotions I felt when Eris died, they came back. I don't know how that happened. I know how the story goes. It's a remake. But Eris and Cloud's last conversation, Eris knowing what we know and Cloud totally lost in the dark, stunned me and will stay with me forever.
Cloud. Thank you. Sorry. I'll be okay. Here. Take it.
But your mom gave that to you.
This isn't about me, though. It's about saving the world. And you. So thank you, Cloud, for everything.
What is this?
It's been fun.
The Tales of games have some of the best character writing in any video game. If you haven't played any, fix that. Tales of Vesperia is definitely one of the best, but its main Yuri is hands down the best lead in any Tales of game. He's got all your main anime protag qualities. He's brave, he's horny for justice, he's a hardcore Gryffindor. He's spiced with the fact that he's actually a vigilante, serving justice in ways that the law can't reach. He chooses to unalive people of power and has to struggle with the fact that he is a unaliver. But those people are bad. They're actively hurting people. Taking them out is helping. Removing them from society fixes people's lives, even if those people beg and plead to stay alive. But that's the correct thing to do, right?
Even if we captured Cumore, we wouldn't have the authority to try him for his crimes. If we can't do anything about him, we should focus on what we actually can do.
Lock up a guy like that, and as soon as he's released, he'll just end up doing the same thing again.
Yep, you know what they say. The only cure for stupidity is death.
Cumore.
No! Yuri, it's you! What are you doing here? Someone come quick! You would cross swords with a noble? Very well. I accept your challenge. No! How could this?
You talk too much, Cumore. The time's come for you to make your exit.
Do you have any idea the trouble you're in for even pointing that thing at me? Wait! I'm not the one to blame. I've just been following orders. I had no choice.
Then don't hate me. Hate whoever gave you your orders.
Wait! How about this? I could use my authority to pardon all of your crimes. A fresh start. I may even be able to have you reinstated as a knight. I have no shortage of money. With enough money, I'm sure I could satisfy your every wish. Go ahead. Tell me what it is you want.
There's only one thing I want from you.
And what might that? No, stop! Stay back! Don't come any closer, you beast! I am Cumore, a captain of the Imperial Knights, the man destined to become Commandant! I beg you, spare my life! Please, no! Not like this! I don't want to go like this!
Tell me, how many times have you heard those very words?
Back in my day, not only did we have to walk in the snow uphill with no iPhone to school, but Fallout wasn't a first-person shooter. Fallout was a CRPG, and by now, I'm sure everybody knows that. The original first Fallout was two things: very fun and very hard. And to face that challenge, they gave you a ton of tools to do it. They gave you a ton of tools to beat it, so there wasn't just one correct way. The big bad in that game was a super mutant called the Master. The super mutant had the most amount of confidence any humanoid could possibly have. This total optimist wasn't deformed or mutated. No, he's perfect. He's peak alpha. And he's took it upon himself to make sure everyone else on the planet is as dope as he is. Because all non-super mutants are just beta bitches. Now you can go into his place, guns blazing, shoot up the place, win the day. Sure, why not? But if your stats are high enough, you can defeat him with logic.
Of course.
Mutants are best equipped to deal with the world today.
Who else?
The ghouls?
Please.
Normals?
They brought nuclear death to us all. This will be the age of mutants.
Mutants.
All that...
Resist?
Yes. And all those that are required for the...
Unity?
As well. The remainder will be allowed to live out their days, but under...
Unity. Control.
And protection.
But none shall breed, for they will be the last of their race.
And what is that? Preposterous!
The FEV-2 virus doesn't destroy the reproductive organs of those it mutates. Do you have
Proof?
I must
Digest this information. One moment.
I understand now. You made a clever forgery. You made this up to fool me.
Fool!
Me!
But it cannot be. This would mean that
All my work.
has been for
Nothing.
everything that I've tried to...
A failure!
It can't be. I don't think that I can...
Continue.
Continue?
To have done the things I have done in the name of progress and healing. It was madness. I can see that now. Madness.
Madness?
There is no hope. Leave now. Leave while you still have.
Hope.
Mass Effect was electric when it came out. Its trilogy was massively successful for sci-fi fans, for RPG fans, until they ruined it all Game of Thrones style with its ending. But it was a pretty sweet ride until that point. But when I think of its great characters, a line from one scientist always comes to mind. A line about sacrifice. The greatest sacrifice for a great mistake.
Morton, is the cure ready?
Yes, loaded for dispersal in 2 minutes. Procedure traumatic for Eve, but not lethal. Malin's research invaluable.
She's okay?
Headed to safety now. Her survival fortunate. Will stabilize new government should Rex get any ideas. Good match. Promising future for Krogan.
Down!
Control room at top of Shroud Tower. Must take elevator up.
You're going up there?
Yes, manual access required. Have to counteract STG sabotage. Ensure cure dispersed properly.
Morton, this whole thing is coming apart. There's got to be another way.
Remote bypass impossible. STG countermeasures in place. No time to adjust cure for temperature variance. No other option. Not coming back. Suggest you get clear. Explosion likely to be problematic.
Morton, no!
Shepard, please. Need to do this. My project, my work, my cure. My responsibility. Would have liked to run tests on the seashells.
I'm sorry.
I'm not. Had to be me. Someone else might have gotten it wrong.
Dragon Age 2 is a bad game. It really is. They took everything from the first game that made it fun and all the replay value of it and just threw it out the window. Besides that, thankfully, some of the series' greatest characters originated in that story, like Varric, and some got a second chance to be a badass, like the geriatric baddie herself, Flemeth.
Must I be in only one place? Bodies are such limiting things. I am but a fragment cast adrift from the whole, a bit of flotsam to cling to in the storm.
A fragment?
You do not need to understand, child. Know only that you may have saved my life, just as I once saved yours. An even trade, I think.
You have plans, I take it.
Destiny awaits us both, dear girl. We have much to do. Before I go, a word of advice. We stand upon the precipice of change. The world fears the inevitable plummet into the abyss. Watch for that moment, and when it comes, do not hesitate to leap. It is only when you fall that you learn whether you can fly.
Cheap advice from a dragon.
We all have our challenges.
We're going to regret bringing her here.
Regret is something I know well.
In the old days, back on the original Xbox, finding RPG games was kinda limited. Ironically though, those games are really what laid out the foundation of what an American RPG game is. Fable, Jade Empire, Knights of the Round Table, those games put a large emphasis on morality itself. Being nice or not nice is now weighed and tallied against you, both being equal in a means to an end. Knights of the Old Republic 2 came out during the end of the Xbox's relevancy to hone in on that duality. A character named Craig was there at the center of it all, to hold your hand through it, and then eventually shove it in your face.
You are to be commended for making it this far. You've revisited the dark moments of your past, and now you must face the present. Your confusion is natural. The others and I will help you understand.
Get away from her! She's a dark Jedi.
Atten, I've had enough of your snide contempt. I will protect myself from this foul-mouthed ruffian.
I won't allow her to corrupt you. I will protect you, even from yourself.
Stay out of this, Baldur. This is a personal dispute between Atten and myself.
You're threatening Atten with a lightsaber, and I'm supposed to just stay out of it? No.
The three of you would challenge me? You sorely underestimate the power of the Force.
Think again, Kreia. Your dark influence will end.
Your friends are all arrayed against me. Will you stand for this? I will be honest with you. I have fallen to the dark side. Am I not worthy of redemption? So you will do nothing? Apathy is death, worse than death, because at least a rotting corpse feeds the beasts and insects.
Apathy is death.
Apathy is death. Apathy is death.
Apathy is death.
Statement. Apathy is death.
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 Cyberpunk 77 was a lot of things when it came out. And to some people, some of the things it was a big pile of broken promises. Now, despite the bugs and the flood of refunds, Cyberpunk stayed alive to become the game that we know today because of simple facts. It was fun. It was fun and well written. There was one promise kept though. Throughout its really long-awaited release, it told us about a character that would be masterly voiced by America's national treasure and Reddit daddy himself, Keanu Reeves. Reeves had his voice and likeness portrayed in a character named Johnny Silverhand, a rock star turned activist turned political terrorist whose ideals are rash and violent, but its message is pretty important, especially in today's America. Make no mistake, politicians are evil, but corporations are worse. Politicians bring hell. Corporations are the dough.
Okay. I'll tell you why I want to destroy Arasaka, but I'll only tell you once. Want to hear it?
All right.
I saw a corpse strip farmers of water, and eventually of land. Saw them transform Night City into a machine fueled by people's crushed spirits, broken dreams, and emptied pockets. Corps have long controlled our lives, taken lots, and now they're after our souls.
Might be right. Can't really argue with you there.
V, I've declared war not because capitalism's a thorn in my side or out of nostalgia for an America gone by. This war's a people's war against a system that spiraled out of our control. It's a war against the fucking forces of entropy. Understand? Do whatever it takes to stop them, defeat them, gut them. If I gotta kill, I'll kill. If I need your body, I'll fucking take it. Fucking hell. You still don't see it, but you will one day.
Baldur's Gate 3 has had a ton of great dialogue. Funny, deep, or in this case, completely heart-wrenching. After 10 years of gripping on to positivity, Karlach, when defeating the man that put her into slavery in hell, by the way, so it's like super duper slavery, realized that revenge doesn't fix anything. Breaking things doesn't repair something that's already broken. Her positivity shatters, and 10 years of deep trauma just slaps her in the face. Now she has to choose death or go back to hell, back to the fighting, the clawing, the loneliness. And it's so sad that death is better for her, because if anyone deserves happiness, it's Karlach.
So Gortash is nothing more than a pile of flesh? Same as the rest of us? I don't feel like I've won. All I feel is tired. Is that it then? Killed the bastard who ruined my life, and now I crawl into a corner and die? Am I fucking missing something? I can't do it anymore. 10 years, man! It's enough! It's enough. He's dead. And he's no fucking sorrier now than he was before. What was the point? I'm still dying. I'm dying. I'm going to die. Don't say that. Say you found some way to fix me. That now Gortash is dead, I'll get my heart back. My heart. It was mine. And they took it. I'm going to be as dead as a Gortash any day now. Any moment. And what then? Off to the City of Judgment to waste into oblivion? Into the dirt to get eaten by maggots? Is that it for me? Is that fucking all? And you'll just keep going, won't you? Watching the stars, warming your hands on the campfire, dancing, eating, making fucking love all night. All of it, all of it! That's my reward for everything I suffered. That's why I survived 10 years of torment. The fighting, the clawing, the loneliness, the fucking loneliness. All of it so I could rot. Because the person I trusted the most gave me away to the devil. It isn't fair. I don't want it like this. I don't want to die. I want to live. I want to stay. What the fuck am I supposed to do now? Let's get out of here. I've always hated this place. Stupid fucking gigantic bridge or whatever. I think I need to go to camp for a while. Be alone. Scream at the sky. You can come and find me later if you want to. Thanks for listening. For existing. Love you.
Thank you so much for watching my video, guys. I really appreciate it. Before you leave, if you like and subscribe, that would mean the world to me. Please let me know in the comments what great speeches and dialogues really moved you in a video game. I would love to redo my lists, but with all of commentator suggestions. Most liked comments would definitely be put in the top 10. It'd be a fun thing to do. All right, thanks everybody. Bye, love you.